So we've got some great anime announcements coming out of Netflix, and out of a couple that you already know that I'm excited about, one that completely took me out of just breath and surprise. I know, just Jesus, I couldn't even believe it right there. Saint Seiya is coming back. It's like the series and all that. One of the originals up there. You know, we're talking about like the original Shonen Jump series. We're talking about like kind of the things that kind of put it on the map in the first place, like Fist of an All-Star. We're talking about stuff like this, like Saint Seiya, like inspired a ton of series as well to go where they're going and all that. And basically, if you don't even know the name of it, like people more probably know about the name of Knights of the Zodiac, and Netflix is doing an entire series about this. It is a brand new remake of the original series. Now, I am really goddamn happy about this. There are a couple of things to be said about this, and I'll read the article verbatim and all that. Netflix announced its first Netflix anime slate 2017 event on Wednesday, and that Saint Seiya's Knight of the Zodiac manga is getting a new remake CG anime adaptation. The anime will be a Netflix original, and it's titled Knights of the Zodiac Saint Seiya. Now, we have no idea on the date of this whatsoever at all. Like, we do not, we'll see anything on it, but we do know a couple of things about this show. The anime's first 12 episode season will finish the story between the Galaxian Wars to the Silver Saints arc of the manga. Each episode will be about 30 minutes long, and also as well, they describe the story as saying, you know, which a lot of people know, you don't know that it's about a bunch of these boys called knights and all that, who are sworn to protect the reincarnated god like Athena, and each of these knights all have powerful armor based on their chosen zodiac constellation. So, you know, you have Pegasus, you'll have Phoenix, you'll have all a bunch of other stuff and all that, and you have these guys. So it really makes me happy to hear that they've already got an outline already. That's like, alright, we know already that the first season is going to be 12 episodes, and they're like, we're going to do the first arc, all of that stuff, and also as well, moving our ways up to the Silver Saints. So it sounds like they're going to be streamlining a couple of things on that, and the most interesting factor there is it's going to be a CG anime adaptation. Now, this is the thing, I'm really actually happy about this. Even though we've had some fantastic anime 2D animation adaptations, we've actually had stuff coming from the Soul of Gold, kind of adaptation and all that. That was really good. We've had Lost Canvas, we've had Omega, which is gorgeous art style. That's the one thing, if anything, I'll give Toei, I would never shit about that. If anything, is that art style looks really good, and I really need to get back to that. Generally, I will say the current old series and all that, the original series, has not aged well. I will definitely agree to that, and there is filler here and there and all that. But other than that, it's kind of harmless for most of us, and they never really fully finished the story apart from OVAs. It's nuts to think about that. And for people going, oh, why isn't it traditional 2D animation? Well, considering that, Japan recently has just completely blown it away with CGI. I'm talking about Gant Zero, sort of stuff, like Captain Harlock, and, also as well, there was the Saint Seiya CGI movie that came out, which I believe it was, Solar Sanctuary, I believe it was called, which was fantastic. It was generally really well animated. Story was a very, very rushed streamlined version of, the Gold's, Saints arc, but other than that, it was overall not that an enjoyable movie. It shouldn't have been a movie. I feel like it would have been actually more better to a 12 episode, but this is we've got other stuff going on there. We've also as well got the Devilman anime. We finally saw a trailer for that. We've seen a bunch of shows that they're announcing right now, and I feel like this is Netflix putting their hand in this pocket. It's we're going to give these guys time, money, and also as well, they're going to have them all this time and all that to work on 12 episodes and take their time. Now, all we know about this is that this is coming out in 2018. That was the one thing I did hear immediately about this, is that this is going to take a while to come out and all that, so I'm ready for it. And just considering that Netflix is now my major way of talking that, I think they're really trying to get a lot more anime fans into it. I feel like a lot more, from what we can see of other studios as well, which makes me happy, because I know exactly that, from what we've heard and all that, is that straight up that this is going to be, very well animated, I feel and all that. Although, it is, I believe Toei is still going to be involved with this and all that. I mean, they own, the franchise as well, so Toei has been questionable sometimes and all that, but I feel like if they have time to work on it, I'm gonna be a little bit more okay with it. Like, instead of like on a weekly basis and all that. Like, there's just a lot of things to take into it. They are working on multiple shows. We're talking about, they still work on like Super. They still work on the shoujo. Like, I forget which ones that they are and all that, but like the little shoujo shows that they work on as well. There's also as well they work on like a bunch of other animes as well. They kind of like had their hands full with like very long ongoing shows, and obviously like One Piece and Super. So whether or not it will be good, like I need to see some trailers, but I cannot but be like hyped for this and all that. And the fact is that they want to do it all. From what it sounds like, they want to do it all, and clearly they have a mind in set where it's like, we want to do this arc, and then maybe the second arc they want to move to the Gold Saints, and like, and then after that they want to move to Poseidon, and then after that, like, maybe we might actually get to see Hades that isn't in like an OVA like format. So that's gonna be interesting to me. And if anything, I want it to at least look like some of like the PS3 games that they had, where it looks really gorgeous and all that. Some of those like 3D brought, like, I've seen how gorgeous like CGI can be now and all that. It works really well in certain series, and I feel like the style that they chose for the movie was completely fine. I in fact really loved how like Seiya and the rest of the guys, Iki, all of them looked in that. So we're gonna have to see, but clearly there is a huge fan base for this and all that, especially I believe in like Spain and stuff like that. There's like a huge like demand for Saint Seiya. That's the reason why we had the Solar Gold anime. So that could be a reason as well. Like there's still like attention for it. Whether or not like the US market though, and like the English speaking languages, we'll have to wait and see and all that, whether or not this will interest people. But let me know what you guys think. I'm genuinely curious and all that. But thank you always for watching, and I'll see you guys though next time.